Good afternoon, readers. So, readers, today I'm going to talk about personification. This long word. Say it with me. Personification. Now, we already talked about similes. We talked about metaphors, right? And we already talked about personification in Russian yesterday on the Russian day. But today is English Day, and we're going to see what is personification in English literature, in English books. And what do you think? Why would authors use personification? It's very similar to why they use similes and why they use metaphors to make the writing more beautiful, to make it more come to life, like it's real, and to make you imagine more, right? To make you feel more emotions and feelings when you're reading. So I'm going to share a screen and I will show you a little PowerPoint presentation that I prepared for you. I think you can see it now. Let's take a look at it. Read with me. You see this long word I was telling you about? Personification. So personification is a literary device. Just like simile is a literary device, metaphor is a literary device, and so is personification. Literary device, remember, like device, computer is a device. It's a tool, right? It's a tool that writers use to make their writing more beautiful. And you, my dear readers, are going to recognize and notice in your books today, when you're reading independently, you will notice, where is personification in my book? And why? Why did the author use personification? So let's go, let's find out. Personification, let me move this thing out of your way so it's not in your way. Right here, yeah? Personification is a figurative speech. Remember, figurative speech means it's not real, like real in literal words, right? Used to describe an object, a feeling, or a person. It gives human, oh, listen up, it gives human characteristics to inanimate. That's a new word we're learning today. I want you to write it down. If you have a paper, pause my video, go grab a piece of paper and write it down, or a flashcard. Inanimate. Inanimate. I hope you have your piece of paper now and pencil since you're playing the video. And copy this word, inanimate. Inanimate means not alive, right? Like from the word animal means alive. In means this prefix in is negative, so opposite of being alive, inanimate. So not alive. Objects, animals, or ideas. Now let's reread this whole thing together since you know what means inanimate, not alive. Personification is figurative speech used to describe an object, a feeling, or a person. It gives human characteristics to an inanimate, not alive objects, animals, or ideas. Now, human characteristics are things that only humans do, or alive things do, right? So for example, we can walk, we can sing, we can sleep, we can jump, we can whisper, we can yell, right? We can do all these things. Now, can my pen whisper? No. But if I said, as I was writing, my pen whispered to me how to spell the word. Now I'm using personification. I'm giving a human attribute, a human characteristic to a pen, because a pen cannot whisper. But I'm just saying it, maybe I'm making a joke or whatever I'm doing, you would have to see the context. I'm using it to make my writing more beautiful or my speech more beautiful, right? I say, as I was writing, my pen whispered to me. So that was just an example of personification. Now let's take a look at the example I have for you right here. There's a picture of the woods, right? So the wood sang songs of sadness. Let's read it again. The wood sang songs of sadness. Can the wood sing? Can woods sing? No, they're not humans. They don't have a voice to sing. but I'm using a personification. I'm giving human characteristics to an inanimate object. Now, it can mean different things. Maybe I'm saying that, you know, when the wind blows, the little leaves, they rustle, the leaves move. And it sounds, when the wind blows and all of the trees making little rustling noises, it may sound like a song. It's not a real song. And yes, the trees aren't singing, but it sounds like it, right? And to make my writing more beautiful, I can say that. Let's move on. So like we said, in personification, you give an inanimate, non-living object a human characteristic. And that can make it very beautiful and exciting. Yeah? So now you're going to find, like we did before, you're going to find your cat, Misha. You're going to find your dog, Sasha. You're going to find your favorite toy. Or you're going to find your mom or dad or grandpa or grandma or a sibling. And you're going to have them as your turn and talk partner. So go ahead, pause my video, find a partner, and then we'll continue. So for turn and talk, you're going to use these words. You see these words I have in red? Lights, sun, raindrops. You're going to try using these words and make your own personification. For example, I'm going to use the word night. Night crept into my room. Night crept into my room. Can the night really creep? Can I say that? Yes, I can say that. I'm giving a human characteristics, right? Human characteristic to night. And I didn't just say night walked into my room. I said night crept into my room to show that it was doing it like this, to give it this mysterious feel, right? So I'm making it feel like a mystery. And I'm giving a human characteristics to a non-living object. So night is not a lie, right? Now you try. Turn and talk to your partner and share a personification with the word lights, with the word sun, and with the word raindrops. You can pause my video and do that, and once you do that, we'll move on. Now I have a little poem for you here. Can you find personification, similes, or metaphors here? So we're going to look here for personification, similes, and metaphors. I'm going to read it for you, and you can follow along. Night crept in, slow and smooth. Night was a long-expected guest. Lights in windows of tall buildings blinked, 1, 2, again, and opened their bright eyes. So what you're going to do, you're going to circle similes, circle. You're going to box metaphors, and you're going to underline personification in this poem. So that's it for today. You know what you're going to do. And once you finish my PowerPoint presentation assignment, you're going to read your books independently, read for at least 30 minutes today, and try to find personification in your books or similes or metaphors. But concentrate on personification today. Enjoy your reading, guys. Happy reading.